kiss.
What are you doing?
Tell my wife she's beautiful. Gotta go to work. Those of you who don't know, that woman here, my wife, I've been with her since I was 15 years old. I'm 31. We grew up together. She's my best friend. I love her very dearly. I'm a blessed man. We got 2 beautiful children together too. Can't have any more kids. God took that from us. Maybe not God, but I believe it was God. For reasons. But yeah, that's my wife. Known her my whole life. Alright, we're here. We'll get this stuff unloaded. We're right here in Coal Valley, Illinois. Grew up in this area. I don't know what this place is called. AirLand. AirLand. That's where I gotta go. Alright, so get out of the office. I wasn't brave enough to ask them if they wanted to be, if I could put them in the video, but they were pretty nice people. Showed me where to go, pull around and unload this stuff, and then I'll try to video. Kind of cold out, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. The last commenter, if you fold the straps, if you twist the straps, it puts a fold in them, and the wind doesn't come in here and vibrate them. And sometimes when you have it vibrate on a load, it will shift back. So when you put a twist in them, and that's why you see them with a twist, it doesn't make them stronger. Matter of fact, people argue that it makes it weaker, but I didn't put a twist in them. All right, so told me to drive around backside over here, and that there'll be a stop sign. Bet this is the place. There'll be a stop sign in the back over here. This gentleman here, Ford truck, waved me down, told me I was going the wrong way. So, backing up. Supposed to go this way. I guess I can't read a map, guys. She did say go this way. Damn it. This way. Cut her real tight, hitting close to the fence line. No, not like real close, but close enough. It's kind of a cool place. Stop. Look out for forklifts. Yes, sir. Yes, stop sign. Will do. He's getting out. Waiting me down. Wants me right here. Fucking unload me. So when you do this strap thing, you use this tool here, and it goes into this hole here, and undoes that thing. Problem I'm having, this shit's frozen right here. And my damn straps are tied up underneath here. Like this. Look at it. Winter. my hands are froze, but I got it all unstrapped. The amigo on the fork truck, he's gonna get me unloaded. Yell at him, see if he can go around the other side. Woo, it's cold out, guys. It's like it says 13, 14, but my truck's been sitting here. It's definitely more cold. It's definitely more cold than that. It's like 11 degrees out, I think. It's definitely colder than 14. I don't know. I feel it though. I feel the cold. Just get these out of his way. So I climbed up there and I got all these little pieces here off the top of it. So we'll go ask him if he wants to go around the other side and pull that off there. What he wants to do for the side. Apparently, I have to stay in the truck while he unloads. So I'll get what I can while I'm in the truck. Where's he going? That stuff is frozen too. That's a little Ford truck. 5,000 pounds. You got it. You got it. You just gotta go slow though. And I'm not sure where he's putting it. Yeah, some places want you to stay in the truck while they unload. Some places want you to drop the trailer and pull up underneath the trailer when they unload. I went to Alcoa and we were loading wing skins for Boeing airplanes with a gentleman named Russell at the other company I was going to go to work for, which was C&W. When they put me in the truck, that was just horrible. The exhaust leak was so bad that I had to literally roll the windows down to go to sleep at night. I went out to Indiana, took some coils out there, and I hated them. They took me out there, and the exhaust leak was just, it was that bad. And I told them, I dropped the truck off, and I told them, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not driving these trucks. I've been driving too long to be in a piece of shit truck like this. And then top it off, you're gonna kill somebody. You know, like someone's gonna die in your truck, dude. Crazy. I ended up not doing that, and came over here and leased onto these guys. Tucker, oh, he's unloading some more. Getting them from the other side. He probably doesn't want to be on film, so most people, they get all worked up about the cameras. Look at my floor. Never let my floor get that dirty. But winter. So yeah, I came over to Tucker and I was just gonna go on company driver over there with them. But what happened was I show up there and I'm seeing all these oversized. Well, that's what I want to do. Look, he's salting. Must be slick. Anyway, that's what I want to do. I want to do oversize. I was like, what? You guys do oversize loads? That's what I do. I pull out my phone, I show them all these loads I was doing. Cranes and backhoes, excavators on RGN trailers. RGN is a removable retachable gooseneck. So those trailers that sit real low to the ground, low boy trailers, the gooseneck comes disassembled. You can pull off and drive equipment up onto it and reassemble it. And that's what I was doing. I showed him. Hi, Bob, who runs the open deck side on Tucker. He was like, "You do open deck?" I was like, "Yeah." Show him the pictures. Okay. Throws me in the truck, man. They give me a different truck because I gotta have all this equipment on there. Chains, binders, straps and stuff. Now, dry man, you don't need all that. Just get a truck and you don't need any equipment going down the road. I honestly didn't even want to do dry van. Well, because one, I've never done it before. Two, everyone does it. I want to do what everyone else does. I want to do the oddball stuff, what no one else does. I'm not a sheep. I don't want to follow the herd. I'm argumentative, and I want to know why. All the time. I want to learn more. Do the hardest work. And some things I don't want to do. Like I hate tarping. And if you guys ever seen those trucks going down the road with tarp on the back of them, it ain't that bad. And I'm getting used to it, and honestly, kind of taking pride in it now, because for someone who never tarped before, I do a damn better job than half the people out here on the road. I think it's just common sense, but hey. I come over to this open deck side, and the first load I get is an oversized load, which oversized, those of you who don't know, oversized is where your equipment you're hauling or whatever you're hauling hangs over the edge of the trailer. If it's a certain width, and I can't remember, it's no longer a legal load. You have to have a permit. You have to take specific routes that the government tells you to take. And on the routes, it has line by line, road by road, exit by exit, street by street, turn by turn that you have to follow to a T. If you get caught on one of those roads without a permit saying you can be on that road, big money. I did that oversized heavy haul stuff without any permits. With that other guy I was working for, Mike, I only had one permit. So when I came over, I literally had to learn pretty much how to read permits over here, kind of on the winging it. And it was kind of one of those things like fake it till you make it. I mean, I knew what I was doing. I kind of knew the concept and all that stuff. I didn't really fake it till I made it. But come on, just follow instructions. Use your damn head a little bit and think. So what I would do is, I would read the lines, pull up the map, route the route in my head on the map, and then I got a picture of it, right? For that state. So every permit you get, you have one for each state. So you have an Iowa permit, Iowa permit, Illinois permit, Indiana permit, Ohio permit, Nebraska permit. Nebraska. Ooh, that's a little bit west there. But you have permits, and then each permit have different, like, with the start and the end road on there. So like I would ride to the state borderline. Like if you're going down south to Texas, obviously you got to go to Missouri. So the first night I went down to Texas with that oversized. I went to the Missouri border, and oh yeah, another thing. A lot of times with oversized, not heavy, oversized. A lot of times with oversized, you cannot drive a half hour after the sun sets, or a half hour. You have to wait a half hour until the sun's about to rise. So you cannot drive in between those times. So you'll get a ticket too. So anyway, I get to the Missouri border, and the sun set. I can't go anywhere anyway. I don't have the Missouri permit issued until the next day. So the next day comes around, and I'm kind of sleeping in. My wife rode with me that time. We went down to Texas. My wife rode with me, and I go down there. And that was the first load I pulled. We go through Missouri, down south through Oklahoma, into Texas, right? And man, let me tell you something. I love going south. South is the way to go. We get into Texas, we get the oversize off, and then once you get the oversize load off, what happens is after you get the permanent load off, you're a legal load now. So as a legal load, you can take whatever route you want. Me, I can go whichever way I want because I'm a lease contractor and I'm paying for the fuel, and it's kind of a it's a business decision, really. Like, do I want to go through toll roads or do I not? So like if I'm going through Ohio, and if I'm going out east, I gotta go through Ohio and Indiana and all that, I like to take 30 because first of all, the Ohio Turnpike is ridiculous. You want to talk about Nazi Germany? If you don't pay the damn toll at the turnpike, they'll send an officer to come arrest you or issue a ticket. And if the officer thinks that if the officer wants to, he can arrest you. Talk about Nazi fucking Germany. Then we fight for freedom over that, like literally go to jail. It's just like Britain, except the powers that be are spread abroad and hidden and low key. You know, in Britain, you have a known person, right? Like here, you don't even know who the fuck's in power. It's all mumbo jumbo. So yeah, when you're not permitted and you're legal, you can go whatever direction you want, whatever road you want to go on, whichever way you want. So I heard one guy told me, he said I knew where I was going and I just headed east, I headed west, I headed southeast. I just took whatever road I wanted to, but I knew I was going south. I knew I was going east. Get to a town, he said, I pull out my atlas. This old school truck driver. Pull out my atlas, look at the map. All right, I need to go this way. So take that road that way. Whatever road you want. He said I stop whenever I want to do whatever I want. Trucking was more free now. Now we got all these ELDs, these people watching us, cameras everywhere. It's just like, I wish I grew up in the old school trucking days. But let me tell you something too. All that aside, there are huge benefits to driving in the modern days. Like, huge. GPS, man, think about that. Like, you know how much of a blessing GPS is when you're driving around through Dallas, Texas, or you're driving around through, hell, next week I might be going to New York City, New York, on the island. You know how much I'm gonna be using that GPS. Truck drivers back then, they didn't have that. So like, it's got its pros, it's got its cons, but I choose freedom and the more difficulty over the GPS, to be honest with you. No, I wouldn't, because this. Without the modern technology, then I wouldn't be able to video call my wife and kids. I'd be out there on the road. I wouldn't be able to talk to them except for a payphone. Nah, I like this day better. Today's better. I'm almost unloaded. I'll show you guys my trailer when he gets it all off. This place is kind of cool, isn't it? All this wood. They just store it outside. Like, look at this stuff. That's pretty sure that's carbon board right there. Focus here. Yeah, that's all. What do they call that? Particle board. They just leave it outside now when it's like this. It's weird. I don't know the thought process on that, but maybe because it's cold out, the water doesn't really, it's not really getting rained on. But look at it, it's starting to get cracked and stuff like that. I don't know. I think the guy unloading me seen me recording, and he told me that I have to stay in my truck so I couldn't record him. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm right. But too bad, sucker. You're getting recorded anyway. How you like me now? What's he doing? Oh, he's gotta get that board. Cat stopped making engines for semis and stuff, and I happen like a cat. You guys ever hear those engines and they roll by you? It's just like, whoa, real low sounding, deep, throaty motors. A lot of times those are cats. You ever hear them flip on the engine brake? It's like, ta 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 ta. I had a truck when I was driving for Ethan Mailer over in Pleasant Valley Concrete, or Pleasant Valley Ready Mix. I drove on the semi side of Pleasant Valley, and I had a truck. Well, I drove on the, sorry about that, I had to get my paperwork. I drove on the semi side of that, and I had a truck that had a cat motor in it. And this thing was cranked up, man. Like, Ethan, I miss driving for you, man. You're an awesome boss, by the way. If you're watching this, dude, I hope you are. I miss you, bro. You're a good dude. But Ethan, you guys, just so you know, Ethan was a man who let me get my license and drive for him. I mean, one of the best boss. He's the best boss I ever worked for in my life. Like, I work for good people usually, and I stay at places that I've been. Like, I did machining for 5 years at Jewel Tool, and then it kind of all fell apart. Partly me, partly not me. It got corporate, kind of like. But Ethan was a guy that was really hard to leave, and I know that I could always go back to him if worse comes to worse, you know. And honestly, I've thought about it, just going back to him, doing the local shit, because being home every day, being able to go to the gym and work out and stuff, like, I miss it. I miss it. I used to go. I miss it. And also, this guy's such a good boss, you guys. He's such a good man. Like, he bought a home for me and my family to go live into. And then something happened, I don't know. I don't blame him for it, and I'm not mad at him for it, but something happened, and everything fell apart. Everything was going, I think he was going through a lot, and I had to go. Because originally I was going to buy it on contract from him. He was going to do that for me. But something happened, and I couldn't, and he needed me to buy the house. And, well, I didn't have the money. So I'm moving out. I move out of the house, and I was staying down. That's where my video, that first video, if you guys go back and watch the very first video on YouTube I made, that's where that was at. I moved out of the house, I was staying in that camper, and I was getting ready to go to Texas driving for that other guy, Mike Cruising, which is the worst person in the world to drive for. Shady business, whatever. And I'm staying down there, and that was that first video. I don't even know where I was going with this. So yeah, I got the wood off. I'm gonna get my sweater on. Probably gonna put a better sweater on. My shoes, my gloves, I'm warmed up, and I'm gonna go get this thing put away and back on the road. I gotta go to Dubuque, and when I get there, I'm gonna show you guys Tucker. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at now. Also a great place. So any of you drivers out there looking for somewhere to go, I'm serious. I think company drivers on the open deck make 96 cents a mile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was 90 cents a mile for sure. That's good. That's good money. You do 3,000 miles a week, you're putting $2,000 in your pocket every week. I mean, I'm still thinking about going back over the company side, so I don't have to worry about it. But I want to learn. I want to learn how to run a business. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I might make less money some weeks. So I want to learn how to run a business, taxes, quarterly paying taxes, all that stuff. Like, I'm trying to learn all this, so when I finally do go on my own and get into the oversize, I'll be prepared and ready to go. You know, I'll have my wife, I'll understand it, I'll understand it. We'll be able to go over the road and be a team and hang out. And is to stay with Tucker, buy this truck here until the kids are old enough. And I might get this truck paid off and go ahead and just buy an oversized truck and be like, hey, you guys, you know, let's get some heavy stuff going on. You know, hey, dispatch me on some heavy stuff. Who knows? I might even just stay with them. I want to go to Florida. If I may go to Florida, who knows? I won't. It's just, the plan is to get to a point in my life to where I only work when I want to work, and work isn't work. Right now I'm grinding. I'm tired. And is what it is. But eventually, you guys, I'll be free. I'm gonna take all you guys along for the journey. But anyway, I'll catch you back in Dubuque. Life happens for you, not to you. Happens for you, not to you. For you, not to you.